This is going to be a fun one, and ACU has a chance to pull off an upset of a top 10 team. More on that, we say hello to Kauy Ostlien.
Zach, this is going to be a great game. ACU almost made the playoffs last year. UIW coming off back-to-back FCS playoff appearances. Now, neither of those were under current head coach Clint Kauy. First one, Eric Morris, former head coach. He took them to the playoffs 2 years ago. He headed to Oregon for the offensive coordinator's job. He's at North Texas, where he's the head coach now. Now, their former head coach G.J. Kinney is at Texas State, and Clint Kauy at his alma mater trying to continue the fight.
Then they got going. The quarterback's a big part of that. Maverick McIver and Zach Calzada. Let's talk more about the Cardinal QB. Send it down to Kauy Ostlien.
Yeah, Zach, let's talk a little bit more about Zach Calzada. You touched on these things, but let's line them out a little bit more. 2018, three-star quarterback out of Georgia. Zach Calzada commits to Texas A&M. Limited playing time in 19 and 20, but 2021, he gets 10 starts and 12 appearances, putting up a 124 passer rating. Really good job from him that season. Transfers to Auburn, injures his non-throwing shoulder. Then there's a coaching change at Auburn. He transfers to Incarnate Word, and here he is lighting up the offense for Incarnate Word. Guys, back to you.
But hey, before we kick this thing off, let's send it down to the field and the third member of our team, Kauy Ostlien. Hey, Kauy.
Guys, Keith Patterson's team is returning home from 2 weeks on the road. Now, they entered that road trip with a win against UNA here at home. They headed to Nacogdoches and beat SFA for the first time in 4 games. However, they hit a roadblock in southern Utah. The Thunderbirds put up 308 yards of rushing offense on ACU while only allowing the Wildcats 223 total yards of offense. Now, they're going to have to put that 52-14 loss in the back of their minds and think about winning today, because a win today could mean finishing the season strong for this ACU team. Guys, back to you. Connor, you talked about this a little bit, but let me set the table a little bit more. Utah Tech has the pieces. The last 2 weeks have been tough. They go to Alabama and lose by 1. Last week, EKU comes in for homecoming. They lose by 4. They have the pieces. It's been these one-possession games that have been the toughest for Utah Tech this season, and it's one possession now. Let's see what they can do.
Kauy, thanks. And part of that, the North Alabama game, they went for a 2-point try at the end a couple of weeks ago and didn't get it. Otherwise, they may kick this thing off here in just a moment. But before we do so, let's send it down to the field and Kauy Ostlien. Hey, Kauy.
Guys, a little spark can go a long way for an offense, and this season, a standout freshman has been that for Utah Tech. Bo Spark, 562 yards, 7 touchdowns this season for the Texas native, and he had a standout performance against the top 10 Montana State team, 144 yards and a touchdown for him, and that he leads the conference in receptions per game, and you need to keep that name in mind in this next quarter. Guys, back to you.
Kauy, thanks. Yeah, we talked about Bo Sparks a little bit here in this first half. Tylen Williams, the ACU receiver, caught his first touchdown. He is the man down onto the field with Kauy Ostlien.
Tylen, big game for you. You iced it there in the fourth quarter, late touchdown. How's it feel to make plays like that?
I ain't gonna lie, it's a blessing, man. It's a good opportunity to be out here with the team, just still be able to compete at a high level. I'm just thankful for the coaches, teammates putting me in a position to make a play, so I'm appreciative of that.
All right, we're getting late in the season, man. It's getting that part where it's wrapping up. How do you feel about your effort this year?
It's my last season here, so I'm really giving it all I got for the guys that's going out with me, and then the team, our teammates that are still gonna be here after the year. So really just leaving it all out on the field every time I get the opportunity, and just being able to play for the guys out there in purple. So yes, sir.
Y'all entering this season on a tough schedule, A&M and Tarleton. How are you feeling about that?
We feel good. At the end of the day, we're gonna focus on us and be, just again compete at a high level, be able to put what we want on tape, and just really just play with energy and effort. That's all we want to do, and to be able to get the dub at the end of the day. This team, man, just grateful for this team at the end of the day. We just want to make plays.
All right, thanks, man. Great game. Have a good day. Back to you guys.
Kauy, thank you very much. Welcome upstairs as we wrap it up. Zach and Connor here.